Okay, let's show you a little something about these vaporizers real quick. I got two here, like we talked about before. It's gonna be kind of hard to see, but the camera doesn't pick up this light when it turns on very well. But I'm gonna plug this in. I'm gonna show you this light turns on. All right, I don't know if you can see that, but there you can see there's a light on it there if you look straight down at it. It's kind of hard to see during the daytime. I've tried to find some brighter lights, but so far I haven't found anything that just really easy to see. But like I said, sometimes if you cover your hand over the light and look straight down at it, you'll be able to see it's turned on. Now that light stays on while the vaporizer is heating up. As soon as it's up to temperature and it hits that 200 degrees Celsius mark, that light turns off and you know you're up to temperature. As soon as that light turns off, you can go ahead and start vaporizing the first hive. So I'm going to trade over to the other vaporizer. So I'm actually going to use that other vaporizer. It works the same. They have the exact same heat band on them. The only difference is what controls the temperature, whether it's a temperature switch or a digital temperature controller. I'm going to use the other one because this is actually sold to somebody else. I'm just using this as kind of an example on the video. So I'm not going to use someone else's vaporizer here today, but like I said, I just wanted to show you that light and how it works. So this temperature controller kind of works on the same thing. You have a set point down here. It's kind of hard to read the light. It's hard to see in the light as well. And then you have the temperature up here. I use it the same way. I treat the hive once this temperature gets up to, it doesn't turn off. On my other vaporizer, the light turns off when it's up to temperature. When this thing is up to 400 degrees, I know that my vapor has all been cooked out of the cup and I'm ready to move on to the next hive. So one more thing I wanted to show you. Some people during the wintertime, they wrap their vaporizer cup with an insulative material so that it's not affected by the cold as much. So most people use a wood stove door gasket material and wrap it around the hive, around the heat cup. So that's what I've done here, and I'm going to use that. It's cold out. It's like 25 degrees, but we're gonna use this one. It's gonna come up to temperature. We're already up to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, so we're halfway there. But while it's heating up, I'm gonna kind of talk to you a little about this, how I treat these hives, and then I'll walk through it with you as I treat. So in the bottom of these hives, I've drilled a hole. So these are empty right now, but when I go to treat the hive, I fill this up, I stick it in upside down. That way the oxalic acid isn't being cooked off yet. I stick this spout in the hole, I turn it over and do a couple quick knocks. And then I'm hands-free, and while I'm hands-free, I can walk over to the next hive, fill up the cup, get it ready. I can walk to the front of the hive. One thing I forgot to mention is closing off the hives. When I'm treating my hives, I always plug the entrance up with some cloth. So while the first hive is vaporizing, its charge, I can go, like I said, I can go to the next hive, I can plug up the entrance, I can get the oxalic acid dose ready, and yeah, it's just an assembly line. I can treat, or I can stay in front of my hives. So if I have 3 cups, I can treat 30 hives as quick as if I had 30 cups to go with, because I can just keep working ahead of myself, because this is a hands-free operation. What else to think about? Well, yeah, I guess that's it. So this thing's up to temperature, so the wind's kind of blowing this direction, so I should be safe. I forgot to plug up these hives. I didn't bring any cloth towels with me, so we're just gonna skip that step. But if you're doing your own, plug them up. I leave them plugged up for 5 or 10 minutes after I'm done treating. So if I only got 3 hives to treat. Sorry, car's passing. If I was only treating 3 hives, I'd probably fill up all the cups ahead of myself and just have them ready. But usually when I'm treating a yard, I have 20 or 30 hives that I'm treating, and I don't have 30 cups. It's not needed. So if I'm treating, I'll get my first charge ready. I usually use the back of my cup to level off the teaspoon. I pour it into my cup. Like I said, upside down. I stick it in the hole, turn it over, a couple quick taps. Now, if you're using one of my digital controlled vaporizers, you're going to watch that temperature drop down into, we just hit 300 degrees Fahrenheit. And you should start seeing that vapor start burning off out of these cracks. So as that's cooking off, I move my stuff to the next hive. I get the next charge ready. I make sure my entrance is plugged up. I take my screwdriver. I stick it in and out of this hole. Make sure I don't have anything obstructing the flow, because I don't want to plug up this cap. I don't want to plug that end up, because then that cap's going to blow off. So if you're using this style vaporizer, you just watch down for that temperature, and once that light turns off again, then you know you're gonna get a mouthful. But once that light turns off, you know that your dose has been charged, your charge has been distributed. So same thing. This hit 400 degrees. I pull it out. There's no more vapor coming out, so I can pull off my cup. This charge is already ready. Put it in upside down. Stick it in the hole. Turn it over. A couple good taps. It's going to start vaporizing. Charge my next charge. Plug off the entrance. Make sure that my hole is clear. Move this cup to the next hive down the row. And wait till we hit our temperature. So we're almost done. I'm just covering this up so I can kind of see. Alright, so we're up to temperature. It's empty. Move on to the next hive. And then again, go to your next hive, clear the hole. Charge the next cup, plug off the entrance. So as you can see, it's a hands-free operation. You can go through your hives as quick as you can, as quick as the vaporizer will treat, you can go through your hives. Like I said, if it's middle of the summertime, I treat every 3 days. It's kind of a pain. Do it for a full brood cycle. So I do it for, you don't have to quite do 21 days, but, and if it's a winter time, if I do it once in November or once in February, I'm good to go for the year. I never have to treat in the summertime, or rarely have to treat. We're just going to show you this thing cook off. You can see the vapor it produces. You can see how much vapor comes out of that. So this thing cooks it off good. So I think you guys are gonna be happy with your vaporizer. I know it's made treating for mites pretty easy for me, and when it's easy, it gets done. When I was using my other tools, I kind of dreaded going out and doing it, and it's still a chore, but it's not hard. So hopefully that helps, and hopefully you guys can keep your hive mite numbers low enough that you guys have good wintering success. I took 59 hives in the winter this year, and I've lost 3. So if you have healthy bees and keep those mites in check and have good nutrition, beekeeping is a lot easier and a lot funner. So good luck, and if you have any questions, catch me on Facebook.